America. This is Dan and Shamrock, and we rescued Shamrock from Villalobos. I remember the first time I saw him, he was being walked out toward us, and I just thought he was just so handsome, and I just had all the little hearts popping out as I was looking at him. He ended up sitting down with us, and he just kissed me right away and just stared at me, and he took my heart, that was for sure. Shamrock has a lot of nicknames. He still goes by Shamwell, as he did at Villalobos. And he also has Sham Potty, Sham Sexies, Sham Sleepies.
Sham Lazy.
Sham Lazies, his most famous one. He's definitely had his little personality change. Probably I'd say maybe within about 2 months, he really came into himself after we rescued him.
Felt very comfortable with us. And I think he knew he was at his forever home.
His first posting for adoption, and it said something along the lines, if you're looking for someone that snuggles, he's not for you. Well, let me tell you, he is the biggest snuggler. He has to be touching. He's always right next to us. This is it. As soon as I get home or one of us gets home, he has one leg on you and the head, everything. He'll usually stretch across me, and there's times I have to ask Dan, can you grab me an iced tea? Because I can't move. I can't move Shamrock. He's really comfortable. Yeah, he fits our personalities, and he's perfect. And we are officially the Three Musketeers. We do a lot in our community. We play pickleball on the weekends, a little local, bar crawl where you go from place to place. There's even a restaurant here. Meatballs, dry, is his entree. So everyone knows he's in-house when that goes through the kitchen. He gets the VIP treatment there. He's definitely become a little fixture, and our group has nicknamed him the mascot of our neighborhood. Everything we do, he does. We were married at a football stadium. Initially, we had wanted him to be at the wedding, but we had to fly cross country, and we didn't want to put him on the plane. So in a way for us to still incorporate him into the wedding, we put him on our wedding topper that we had made.
Cape Topper was the next best thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so there he goes with his little tongue. He even got his little tail on the back with the white tip. It sits on our mantle next to his adoption photo.
As far as our travels with Shamrock, I would say we just the last year we've been to Arizona, went to Lake Tahoe, up in the high Sierras, went to Joshua Tree, which is California, next to Palm Springs.
We did get to take him to Las Vegas, and he had his own little day bed. They let him hang out at the pool, and everyone took turns.
He had his own cabana.
He had his own cabana, at one of the one of the casinos.
Well, we didn't ask for it. He just
yeah. He travels with just as much luggage. He has his own suitcase that has all his treats, his clothing, his little mats for when it's cold.
When we travel, I'm on the couch and he's on the bed.
He definitely loves car rides. As soon as he even thinks he's near one of his favorite destinations, he pretty much a half a mile before we get there, he's woo-wooing in the back of the car and, having a great time. He makes you love him. He just walks right up, and he, as we call his little butt and his tail, the happy meter. That thing just goes crazy. A favorite activity for me is when we're active and we're out and we're hiking. We discovered that he loves to lead the way. He's a natural on the hiking paths. We live by the water, so we're pretty fortunate. So things like paddleboarding and swimming in the ocean, that is his thing. He even taught a few little dogs how to swim a couple weeks ago. Started off with 2 dogs on his back, and then slowly they watched him, and one would get off and try it, and he taught 2 littles how to swim. He really is just such a pleasure. He was definitely a missing puzzle piece that we didn't even know wasn't there until he slipped right in. And he's a nice reminder of, what we really need in the world to me. He's amazing, and he's just a reminder of all things good in my eyes. So a friend of ours was going through a rough thing, and we were all meeting up, and we walked into a crowded room, and it was like Shamrock knew and beeline to him and just put his head right on his knees. And that was it. It's like he's so intuitive and just kind and sweet, and because he's so amazing with everyone, we were approached by someone for the Humane Society, and she wanted to take him on and try to train him maybe as a therapy dog. Another friend of ours is a vet, so we're gonna get him on the list to be a greeter over at the hospital for the patients.
One of these days, we're going to try to get back to Villalobos and find him a brother.
Yeah, we want to.
That's kind of our goal.
We're forever grateful to Villalobos for sure.